And we're live. Oh my god. Hi. Do I want to report a problem? Yeah. Yes. Hi. Welcome to Bath Fizz and Foam. Sorry about that. If you just caught the other video that didn't post, I don't know what to tell you. I have two phones. One is like a phone that I use to like call people, and the other one is just another phone that I just use with Wi-Fi. It doesn't have any like connectivity or anything like that other than that. And that's, for some reason, my other one that's newer that like is actually a phone. It's connected to, you know, 5G and all that stuff. It's like not as good as my older phone that can just hang and chill and like never seems to have a problem getting online. So sorry about that, guys, if you caught the 5 seconds of me standing and staring at the camera a few seconds ago. Hi, welcome to Bath Fizz and Foam. My name is Robin French Smith. It's Monday, which means it's Make With Me Monday. So today I'm here to make things with you on a Monday. Hi, yay, we're back. Hopefully it's fixed. I know it's I always have problems. I think this one's a 12 and that one's an iPhone 11 or something like that. I don't know. This one always has like problems, and like if I get a messenger message, that one will get it first, and then this one always lags for some reason. So I think Apple owes me some explanations. Anyway, today we're going to be making some Wonder Bar cookies. We're going to use the Macaroon mold and make kind of a simple project, which is Wonder Bar cookies. So I posted these last year. I just posted like a picture of them, and people kind of freaked out and they were like, we need a tutorial for how you did that. Let me tell you, they're very simple. They're very easy to do. So I am happy to share that with you guys on a Make With Me Monday. So hi Sherry, and hi Sarah, and hi Lena. Those are the people I saw so far who had said hi. Probably other people said hi as well. I have my Wonder Bar powders in here. I'm just gonna give them a quick stir, and then I'm gonna add my liquids. This is all my liquids in here with the exception of my rubbing alcohol, which I'm not gonna add yet. I'm gonna add that last. So I just gave those powders a quick stir, and then I'm going to put this in there, which are my liquids. Today, the fragrance I'm using, let me tell you about this. I don't order a lot of things from Brambleberry anymore. It was like, you know, like I think when you're first starting to make soap or bath bombs, you definitely order a lot of stuff from Brambleberry because it's a great site for like learning things. But I don't order a lot from them anymore. But I had a wholesale client at one point, and they wanted this fragrance made as soaps for them, and so I bought it specifically for them, and it's Almond Cookie from Brambleberry. And let me tell you, I fell in love with that fragrance. Like as soon as I bought it and it came, I was like, it's another cookie fragrance, like how good can it be? Like I fell in love with that fragrance. So even though I don't order very much from Brambleberry these days, that one is definitely one that I love from Brambleberry. So there's a little Brambleberry plug for the day. Nectaria says she's here. Oh, Roxy's asking, where did I get the lid for this mixer? I get asked that question a lot. It's from Amazon, and I'll include a link to it. It's super useful. I actually have two now because I was worried. Like this one's really dirty, so don't judge me, but like I was worried that this little door would eventually die, so I bought an extra one just to have like a backup, and it's like 12 bucks. It's super cheap. 100% worth it. I recommend it for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna give these kind of a little look-see, see where we're at with these. So these cookies are going to be little chocolate chip cookies. And last year I made the milk that went with them. I made it out of Wonder Bar as well. I actually have a mold this year from Supermoon Soaps that I think I'm going to use instead to make a bath bomb that goes with it. And I'll show you one of those bath bombs in a little bit if you're interested in it. Although the Wonder Bar like milk in a cup was really cute as well. So okay, this is the mix. It looks pretty good and mixed, and I think, gosh, I don't know, I'm debating if I should do a full batch or a half batch. I think maybe I should do a half batch. Just do a full batch. I mean, I might only do half a batch on here, but we'll do a full batch. We'll do a full batch. Let's do a half batch. I don't want it to take forever. Because I know you guys have like lives, and if you're like me and your children are home for Thanksgiving, it's been fun. My oldest son wants a job. He wants a job, and like, I was like, okay, well, some of that job is gonna be like washing dishes, doing soap towels. Like, these are not glamorous jobs, you know? So, sorry, kid. But it is what it is. Okay. I'm just gonna set that aside. I don't know. Maybe I should do just shut me up. Let's just do a full batch. What am I talking about? Okay, look, because I want to show you guys. So I'm using, today to get my brown, I'm going to use cocoa powder. And we do have a brown color study, and I did that because people requested a brown color study. But I'm just going to say, I'm just going to give, is it trying to reconnect? Are we connected? Is this going to keep happening? Oh my God. It's very early from Australia. Oh my God. Hey, Australia, what's up? All right. Everybody, I hope everybody's ready for Black Friday. I hope that for you as well. We are having a Black Friday sale. I don't think that maybe we've announced that. I don't know if we've announced that. So while I have connectivity, I should mention we are having a Black Friday sale. So if you're saving your pennies to buy a recipe, that might be a good thing to do. I'm just saying. Yeah, so we're going to have a sale on, I think, recipes and possibly boot camps. I don't want to say too much because I don't remember. Decisions were made. I don't remember what they were. I don't want to like say too much and like break your hearts on it again though. So yeah. Okay, yay, back. Sherry says we're back. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to start putting my 91% isopropyl alcohol in here. I'm going for between 50 to 70 grams. That's like pretty much the perfect point. We feel like we've come to, everybody's gonna have, it's a range. So everybody's gonna have kind of like what they feel like is their perfect point for that. So if you feel like you're like, oh no, the recipe says to add this much, it's okay. It's a range. You can add more than that if you need to. The other thing that I should tell you while I have you here as my captive audience while the internet's still working, because what even is the internet right now? This is my last opportunity to tell you guys that if you're interested, you should go to Discovery Plus. It's a streaming subscription service, but if you, I think that they have some specials and deals and stuff. I don't know about that, but on November 27th, it's going to be a show. It's me and a bunch of other soapers, and we're going to make soap together on a TV show called Meet Your Maker Showdown. And I'm really excited for you guys to see that. So I'd love for you to join. You'll get to see Kenny from Loyal Appleberry. You'll get to see Roxy from Caprica Soapery, Baz from Dirty Unicorn Soaps, and me, Robin French Smith from Baptism Foam and /Scandal Soap. So this is my last opportunity to tell you guys that because it's next Saturday, the 27th. So you guys should definitely do that and cheer us on. I've gotten a lot of messages asking if I won. I cannot tell you who won, but the person who won did a great job. I'm just going to say that. I'll just say that. I won't say anything more though. I can't say anything more. Okay, so we're at 61 grams for this, and it's still pretty crumbly, but I'm going to do a texture check on it. Oh, Nectaria says Royal Appleberry posted a promo. And I know. She posted the new, there's a new promo, which I haven't posted yet because I'm like, I know that I've tricked you guys and you think that I'm like tech savvy because I do like videos and stuff. I am not. This is not my This is not my deal. Technology is not my deal. So like it took me forever to figure out how to post the last video. But I am in the new promo video. I'm very excited about that. I was like, see, I told you guys I did a show. Okay, so when I squeeze it, it holds together, and that is good enough for me. And that was like 61 grams of rubbing alcohol. One of the things that people asked me last year, they really wanted to know, was how I got the chocolate chips in the little cookies, and I will show you how I did that. So let's put this in here. So in case you were wondering, that was 2 teaspoons of Hershey's cocoa powder. I'm like, what is that again? What is it? It's cocoa powder, Hershey's cocoa powder. And that's how I got that really great brown color. If I'm gonna make something brown and I don't want the whole water to be brown, and I don't need it to be like a deep brown, right? Because this is good as like a light tan color. I really feel like cocoa powder is the place to be for that. And I know that that's like, pull my britches up. I know that like I wrote the brown color study, but I only did that because people asked me to do it. I don't really like the idea of taking a bath in brown water personally. I'm gonna put this on top of here to keep it, the rubbing alcohol from evaporating, while I make my little cocoa chips black. So I'm adding some black mica. I'm adding black pearl mica because I know that it won't stain. Let me tell you, not all black micas are created equally. There's some that I specifically know will stain my tub. Nocturnal black, oh my god, nocturnal black from Nurture Soap. My last house, I had a black smudge on the side of my tub where I was like, I wonder if this will stain, and I dipped my finger in it and it went like that, which why don't I have an adult here? I need an adult. Okay, anyway, I did that to my tub. It was there forever. Likely that smudge, it's very similar to how that smudge will probably be there forever. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm using black pearl because I know that it won't stain. I've had it in black bath bombs before. I've used it as paint before, and I've never had a problem with it staining. And I don't necessarily need this to be jet black. I just want it to be kind of dark. Sandra says, what are we making today? We are making some chocolate chip cookies. And they're gonna be super cute. It's ironic because I was planning on doing this, and then I had the post from last year where I posted these like came up in the feed. I guess people sometimes will like go through and search. I don't know how like things from like last year come up. So anyway, somebody liked it from last year, and I was like, you know, I'm still glad to say that the biggest thing that my children can tell their therapist is that I just never like really cooked for them, and I only made bubble bath cookies for them. Okay, so the way that I get my chocolate chips is I take my black, and I'm going to add a little bit more rubbing alcohol to this because I want it to be a little bit more I want it to be a little bit more kind of holding together because I need to be able to roll them in balls. Okay. So that's working. Okay, so I'm going to take my black that I'm using, and I'm going to and this is a macaroon mold. This is a Cada macaroon mold. And I'm just going to kind of roll this guy into some little balls, and I'm just going to kind of set it on top of the mold in a couple places, like so. And then I'm going to take my cookie mix, and I'm going to just squish it in there. And I probably could have added a few more chocolate chips, but I didn't. So I'm not going to have any regrets about that because it didn't happen. And then I need something to scrapey the bottom of this with. And I need something to whack it with. There we go. We have one perfect little cookie. And the thing that I love about doing like a pressed bar like this is how quickly they dry. So these will dry very quickly. I'll be able to package them in probably a day or two. Because that's the thing with Wonder Bars, like the less rubbing alcohol you use, the quicker they dry out. So, you know, pressed bar is going to have need less drying time than like piped bars. So now obviously you could have made this wetter. We could have made this wetter. And then I could have done, like, I think last year I was really persnickety about my chips. I wanted them to look like perfect round little balls, and they didn't end up, I don't think that it ended up mattering. It didn't matter that much. I am going to actually, though, I'm going to sit here and take a second to make some chips. Yeah, maybe. Sandra says that she bought the Wonder Bar recipe yesterday. Oh, yay. So this is perfect. You can just go and do this project really quick. And then after I get a few of these knocked out, I will show you the mold that I have set aside for my milk. Now last year I took a shot glass and I filled it up with just white bubble bar powder. I didn't even put like any color or anything in it, and I used like a little shot glass and I put like a little straw in it, and I sold those sets and they were super cute. And so you could totally do that. You could have the milk be bubble bar, or you could have the milk be bath bomb. It's really up to you. But yeah, okay. Let me put a glove back on. Where is my glove? So like, I know the price of everything has gone up recently, but the price of gloves went up like a whole lot. So I bought these from Bulk Apothecary because they had like a pretty good price on them, but they don't have any like texture. Like there's no grip on the fingers, and so I feel like I'm constantly like just cannot hold on to things. So anyway, so yeah, this is a macaroon mold. This is a Cada mold's macaroon mold. I cannot remember the size of it. I have like several different sizes of macaroon molds, which I highly suggest doing because it's like such a useful little mold. You can use it for so many things. And I don't even use the bottom part of it, like the press part of it. I just don't do that. I guess I could, but I just don't. So yeah, so people asked me last year, how did I get the chocolate chips in it? And like, this is literally what I did. Now, probably that kid that's over there that wants a job, I could, like, this is something that's simple enough that, like, number one, if you're looking for DIY things to do with your kids for fun, this is a great one. If you have your kids home working for you during the holidays, they could also do this and probably not screw it up or anything like that. So, just saying, simple enough for children and teenagers and adults. And then they're gonna dry really quickly. So last year I did a smaller mold too, and I sold them as like a 3-pack with my little shot glass. Let me show you this bath bomb that I have. And this is why I'm doing the larger size this year, because the bath bomb mold that I have is larger. So I would probably be I will probably be doing 2 cookies and 1 milk bath bomb. And I will leave a link for this. I'll leave a link for where I got the macaroon mold. But this is Super Moon Soaps. This one I got from Cada Molds. I mean, I think pretty much any place you go will have a macaroon mold. So I feel like they're just really useful. There's like all kinds of things you can do with them. I'm definitely gonna have extra chocolate chip left over, and it's okay. I'll just set it aside and use it for something else, because that is the really cool thing about Wonder Bar, is that you can always like let it dry out and go back and use it again later. The video for our YouTube this week, which I haven't finished yet, I'm hoping to get it finished before Thanksgiving, but it will be how to master batch Wonder Bar, which Amanda wrote an article on that. So like if you're, I mean, we all know like during the holidays, time is not on your side. You are always like pressed for time. So Amanda wrote an article on that, and then we're gonna make a blog post about that. Not a blog post. We do have a blog post about that. I'm gonna make a video about that. Hold on, I'm gonna have to add more chips. So I'm gonna do a video for that, for like master batching. The other thing is that I've started going through slowly but surely, and I'm adding subtitles to the videos that are in YouTube, because sign language was my second language when I was in high school, and I, you know, plus we have people who are in different countries who are having to translate everything we're saying. So I think that, you know, having subtitles would be really nice and a way for us to be inclusive for a lot of people. So that is something that we're slowly doing as well. So, you know, if there's a video that you're like, I'm trying to go through like the most popular videos first, obviously, but you know, if there's something that you're like, I'd really like to know what the heck you're saying right here because I cannot understand you, or whatever it is, just you know, you can shoot us a message and I will bump it up in the queue. For now, I'm just doing like the videos that have the most hits or the most recent videos, so I'm trying to like stay up on top of it, you know, as I go. So yeah, and put this glove back on with my hand covered in Wonder Bar. That's fun. And just add my chips in there. But yeah, so we're gonna have a video on master batching, and then definitely, like I said, we are gonna have a Black Friday sale. Don't ask me what. I wish I could remember, but I can't remember what. And then, yeah, just hitting us up for that, showing support to all the soapers out there for Discovery Plus. I know, so originally when let me tell you guys, want some inside information? I didn't think that I was going to make the show, because most of my focus these days is bath bombs, and originally they had interviewed me to talk about bath bombs, and they wanted, you know, just some specific information about bath bombs, like how long does XYZ thing take, you know, what supplies, what equipment would you need, just kind of stuff like that. So I really didn't think I had even made the show, and when they called me to tell me that I made it, they said, I'm sorry to let you know that, you know, there were just a lot of people, and I'm sorry to let you know that you're gonna have to pack your bags and come to LA. And I was like, that was messed up though. That was messed up though, because for a second I was like, okay, it's cool. I knew I didn't make it, but thank you for, you know, for calling and letting me know personally. I appreciate that. And then they flipped the script on me. They buried the lead, or whatever that's called. So, okay, I have enough probably to do a few more. So I'll do a few more. I think I'll show you in a second. I'll hold these up so you can see kind of the difference between when I prep the chocolate chips versus when I don't prep them to the side. I think that they're a little bit messier when I don't prep them to the side first. So I do think that it's worth like taking a minute to kind of do that. You probably don't need that much. I prepped quite a lot. You can turn those into Oreos though if you wanted to. Okay, so like this one and this one, I didn't prep the chips ahead of time, and you can see they're kind of messy, versus this one where I did prep the chips ahead of time and it looks a little bit neater. So just a little, you know, kind of depends on what your tolerance for messy is in these products. I mean, I think technically I tried a bunch of different things. I tried doing like where I rolled the chocolate chips into the dough first and pressed them like that, and I think that didn't work. And I found that like just putting them on the top like that just kind of gives you that perfect. 2 more. And then, oh, Lena says that, oh, okay, shit. So Lena, the other thing about Discovery Plus, since it is a paid subscription service, I think it is an international show, but there's going to be like differences in when it's available to, you know, internationally, unfortunately. So hopefully everybody can watch it with us on the day of, but if you can't, that's okay. I still can't tell you if I won or not. You know, I can only tell you later. But Lena says that she's getting it for $4.99 a month, and then there's like a promo, yeah. Cindy's asking, what is the date for the show? So the series itself premieres November 27th, and Soap is set to air November 27th. So both November 27th, that's the day, which is next Saturday. So this is the last chance for me to tell you about it. It's very exciting though. There's a lot of cool things. If you make soap, don't come at us sideways when you see us doing things that you're like, why are they doing that? Okay, we did have some restrictions to like we which is like good, okay? So like we had to wear covering, like face masks when we were mixing our lye, which is like, that's good. I want people to see like, hey, that we're being safe. Was it maybe, I mean, they're like hazmat things, which is like, okay, I would rather them show people like, be safe when you're making soap, versus some like BuzzFeed article I've seen where it's like, just throw the lye in there and it'll be fine. Like, I'd rather see them being like err on the side of caution than like some things I've seen where it's like making soap. So, just gonna say. Just gonna put that in there. We had restrictions, but I think that we still did a great job. And I think you're gonna really like meeting all the other soapers. Obviously, I only know how my interviews went. I don't know how theirs went, but I loved meeting all the other soapers and getting to know more about them. If you've never been to a conference, if you've been to a conference before, then you know what I'm saying when I say like one of the best parts of going to a conference is just being able to meet other people who do what you do. So that was like getting to sit down and have dinner with people like Baz and Kenny. Oh my God, Kenny was so sweet. She's just like super, like so sweet. Getting to meet Roxy in person because I've known her for a long time. Getting to meet Anne Marie again, which I had met her before, but she's just like super sweet and amazing. So watch the show. I'm sorry that this whole thing turned into a commercial for the show. I'm just like super excited for you guys to see it. I think that you're gonna like it. Okay, so there's my last cookie. I'm sure if I had done less chocolate chips, I would have gotten more cookies out of it, because I think there's enough in that little chocolate chip pile right here to get at least 1, if not 2 more cookies out of it. So learn from my mistakes. Don't make quite as many chocolate chips. But do make them. I mean, super easy, super quick, very fun. They look so cookie-ish and delicious. So I will post links to everything that I used. I'll post a link for this and these molds if you're interested in those. Obviously the Wonder Bar recipe. And if you have any questions, make sure that you ask them, and I will like scroll down and try to answer them if I can. That's pretty much it for today. If you're in the United States, then happy week it's a holiday week for us, so have a great holiday. And if you're not in the United States, then still have a great week. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Happy making.